Hi, I'm Brandy. Oh, I don't know if that went well. Hi, I'm Brandy. This is Honda Hollow. And I'm just popping in really quickly before bed to do a brief update. I had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend visiting family and just doing wonderful, pleasurable, enjoyable activities with no place to be except for a place I wanted to be. So wonderful. Um, just popping on here really briefly to give you guys an update. A couple things. Hi, Liberius. There's still bundles available. Some of the items are sold out, so the large cylinders they just went it may very quickly. But I still have the small spheres, which are actually not very much smaller, and the palm stones. And I sold out of the Moonology book, but I still have both decks and the planner. And it's mix and match, so you can get. I'm going to take off my glasses just because of so badly glare. You can kind of decide what it is that you want to do and go from there. I will say, um, I'm not super advertising it, but anybody who has gotten a package from me knows that it's always full of little extra loveys that I try to add because I know shipping is a beast and everything is so expensive these days. So I just want to make sure that you guys feel loved when you get a package from me. So there'll probably be some typical things that I put in them. It's like feathers from my birds and stickers that I've collected, which by the way, stickers end up actually being really expensive, but I like to add them in there. Um, I was going to add some herbs that correspond to the moon. Um, I have a list. Probably some of those tumble points that I bought a long time ago that didn't end up being points because I'm not a good communicator. Now they're just tumbled stones. So painful. I still can't think about it. It just makes me crazy. Um, so yes, please check that out. And the other thing is that I am starting my 2022 planner review. So last week I did post an update. The 2021 planner actually it was Thanksgiving. The 2021 planners. Which ones I liked, which ones I'm gonna buy again, which ones I recommend to you, regardless of if they worked out for me or not. Um, so if you want the quick and dirty, then watch that video because it does kind of give you basically the rundown of what I am going to purchase. There are a couple things that I purchased this year that I've never purchased before, and I will be reviewing that on the channel. So stay tuned for that. Um, is it 20 again? It's more. I sorry because I'm just checking if there's anything to read, but there isn't. It's more than the average person needs. It's more than anybody needs. I don't know why I do this to myself. Hi, Angela. Um, so the ones that I've filmed so far because I only have so much brain capacity after work. Of course, is the 2022 Moonology Diary. So that if you are wanting to purchase one, hopefully you'll purchase one for me, and you will kind of get a glimpse of what you're looking at. Yes, Liberius. Actually, it's very good that you bring that up because a lot of the planners, and I briefly touched on this on the 2021 planner review, um, is a lot of planners I don't actually write in very much because they were too big or too heavy, or just I have this is my backpack, just a regular old Batman backpack, and it fits one or two binders, and some of the planners just didn't fit well. So I actually ended up buying quite a few digital planners, and I will be reviewing them. So let me, off the top of my head, I bought the Ritual Tarot Journal for 2022 digitally. I bought the Cycles um, journal, which is about your menstrual cycle, digitally. I've got a digital copy of Spirit de la Lune. Um, Dune, the creator of the Moonery planner, agreed to send me a PDF version. So I hope to show you guys that in addition to the hardcover or the paperback, which is what I normally use. What else did I buy? I don't know where my phone is. Give me 1 second and I will see which ones oh, thank you, darling. I'm just trying to see which ones I bought digitally. Let me see. I have the Spirit de la Lune digital because it comes free with when you purchase a hard copy. But if you don't purchase a hard copy, it's only $8. So if you do, I'm going to be prioritizing that review because that's a really good deal. It might not still be the deal because it was a Black Friday thing, but definitely check it out because that one I didn't write in all last year. I just read. And so that's why I started getting digital ones because a lot of them I just read through. I didn't actually write. I fell right back into using my bullet journal, which I haven't done an update because it didn't seem very popular back when I was doing it. But basically, I fell right back into using this as my primary journal and just like that. So that was for like my task, but exactly, Liberius. That's why I chose that too. Let me see here. Spirit de la Lune, Cycles Journal, Ritual Planner. I subscribe to Chani Nichols, which I highly recommend because she's on point. It's wonderful. I just love it. Let me see. Because I, for some reason, get stuff all over the place. What else did I get digitally? And so I will be showing that how it looks on iPad. I don't know how they'll look in other venues, but definitely I will be sharing how they look on iPad. So yes, there will be some digital planners. The ones that, let me think. The two main ones that I use, which is Moonology and Moonery. Moonery, she did agree to send me one. Moonology, I bought obviously hard copies, but it's small, so I can take it with me everywhere. The other ones are going to be new to me, and so I will show you as I kind of discover them. Obviously, since I purchased them digitally, I have access to them already. Ooh, I have the Practical Witches. I have the Practical Witches Almanac digitally too because they had a Kickstarter and I believe that it came, but let me double check. So yes, long story short, I think there's like 5 digital ones that I will be sharing and the rest hard copies. So stay tuned for that. I'm uploading it now as I speak to you. Probably going to start with obviously Moonology, so you can see what you're purchasing, and Just a Phase Planner. Oh, that's another thing. I bought 2 Just a Phase planners because Allison Hadley, or Alice in Wonderland, who runs Just a Phase Planner, is my star twin, and I like to support her any way I can, and I love her product, so I did buy 2, which means that I have one to give away to one of our subscribers, and so that going to be in the next day or 2, with the winner being announced on the new moon. You just have to like, comment, and subscribe on the video, and subscribe to our channels. And once I decide it, she will send you a brand new Just a Phase planner for 2022 if you're the lucky winner. And I just did the review. It's quite lovely. It's really neat because the first 2 planners that I bought for her obviously were in 6-month intervals. So it's so nice to see it all together for the first year ever, and hopefully many more because she's awesome. So definitely check that out. And I've got boxes, of course, coming. Nothing special. I can't think anything. It should be Sacred Space Crate. And my Witch's Moon boxes, I believe, are the only ones that I'm getting. No, I got one from Solstice Shop, I think is coming. So that I will say I have about 20 decks that I need to review and get the reviews up on my channel. I'm really, really behind on my deck reviews. And I also wanted to do some side-by-side deck reviews because at this point, I have a ton of moon decks. I have a ton of divine feminine decks. I have a ton of animal decks. Just lots of different things. And oh, no worries. Yeah, stay tuned. I used to do a ton of giveaways. It's a lot of work to do a giveaway, surprisingly, because I have to track everybody and make a spreadsheet and then do a random number generator and then hunt the person down. So I've kind of fallen off of that with grad school. But of course, I think that the worst is over. Knock on wood. And so I hope to be able to resume a lot of these things that I have been doing. I am going to resume some more educational content on my channel. Some membership is coming, and I've kind of briefly touched on that in the past. Memberships are coming. Primarily at first to kind of give you the people who kind of like how you purchase much from Solstice Shop. I purchased once before from them and I liked it. I purchased their essentials box and I liked it. It had candles and incense and basic things that you need for magic, and it was nice because it was still a surprise. So I believe that I have, if you look through, if there's like a little search bar, you can look through my videos. I have at least one review there. So definitely check that out. They're reasonably priced. Their essentials box, I think, is $29.99. And then they sent me a coupon randomly. And so I was like, oh, okay, I'll buy another one. I lost my train of thought. So yes, there's a giveaway. There's 2022 reviews. There's unboxings, of course. Memberships are coming soon. For those of you who purchase the Moonology, you will get the first month free, so you can try it out. I used to do a lot of educational content on this channel, for those of you who remember that. It was a lot of work, and grad school got really busy, so I kind of transitioned away from it, which makes me really sad because I'm still paying for my website. I mean, it's beautiful. I love it. I'm so grateful for it. But I don't obviously use it as much as I should, and it does add up over time. So that is something that I'm wanting to really dive back into in 2022. Yes. That's one of the main reasons that I started this channel, was because when I first learned that witchy boxes were a thing, I wanted to see unboxings, and it was really challenging because they weren't always available. And if they were, somebody like this with the camera pointed at their face and the box down here out of the frame talking about what's in the box, and it's just like, just show me the damn box, which is why I always film facing into the box as if we're looking at it together for the first time. And that's the way that I like to view them, and that's the way that I do it. So when I kind of sometimes, very occasionally, get criticism, it's like, buy your own box, make your own channel. I make content that I want to watch, and it makes me happy, and that's what keeps me going all these years, right? Ooh, libraries. I have kind of seen it, but I haven't really dived into that. I haven't been really looking for new boxes, but I have been wanting to try Wolf and Time. I have seen, gosh, I'm so sorry, I forgot her name, but the one who runs Bumblebee Botanica, she makes wonderful boxes, by the way. I haven't seen another one since her first one, but her first one was amazing. I can't wait for her to make another one because I will totally buy it and unbox it on my channel. But her first one was amazing. That ancestor box was chef's kiss. But I feel like I've seen the pictures of it because I feel like you've gotten one and I follow you on Instagram. But I have heard of it. And what was I saying, Daddy? Did I get off track again? He's paying attention. He's so precious. Okay, so long story short, Moonology bundles are still available, except for the selenite spheres and the actual Moonology book. So if you're thinking of getting that planner or any of those decks, you can buy them from me. That would be super awesome. The other thing is that the 2022 planners, both physical and digital reviews, are coming out. Yes, libraries. Oh my God, beautiful. That I box all the time. It's on my bookshelf and it's where I put my little intentions for the lunar cycle. So I love it. The planner reviews are coming, my standard unboxings, and a ton of deck reviews. The other thing is memberships are coming, which is going to play more of a role as I start. I'm not going to consistently do boxes. This is going to be maybe once a quarter thing. I do have a ton of stuff purchased in advance for thinking about the boxes. So there will be some coming up, so kind of stay tuned for that. But the thing that I wanted to say was the Witchy Yard sale is happening. It's not going to happen before Christmas. I'm sorry. It's just not. There's no way. And even if it did, I wouldn't be able to mail the items before Christmas. I'm not going to go to the post office on Christmas Eve for anybody. I love you guys, but it ain't happening. Not even, I don't think for my kid, which that's saying something. But I went to the gem show. I purchased a whole bunch of beautiful crystals and other items. I have decks. I have books. Probably not as many books as I thought in my head just now, but I have decks. I have books. I have herbs and all sorts of magical odds and ends. Probably a lot of items you've already seen in the boxes. Because while I absolutely adore getting the boxes, and I probably won't stop anytime soon, there comes a point where I'm getting things that I already have, or things that I already have. At this point, it's almost always things I already have, or things that just don't really vibe with me, or are not my style or my niche. I've kind of discovered that I'm kind of definitely more into folk magic as opposed to like any other pantheon or Wicca or anything like that. That's just not my vibe. I'm definitely a Catholic witch, which is great. Each to your own. And I love the art and stuff, but I probably won't be working with Medusa or Lilith. Maybe she's definitely in the Bible. Not that it has to be in the Bible. It's just that that's just, for lack of a better reference, the pantheon that makes the most sense to me. But I did find a few of these that will be for sale during the Witchy Yard sale. This is big, beautiful crystal grid. They're absolutely lovely. There'll be very limited amount, obviously, and they will be just a little tiny sneak tidbit for the Witchy Yard sale. I also have, like, I think I showed in another live, like a big selenite crystal ball. I know, it's so pretty. And I think to myself, library is like, I want to keep it. Number one, I hardly ever do crystal grids. And number two, I have a child and all these animals. There's no way I could set a beautiful crystal grid up and it would not get disturbed because my son loves crystals too. And so I just imagine him just taking off with them. But I thought they were absolutely beautiful. And I can't wait for them to find homes with some of you. So I think that's a nice little chat. I love you guys. I hope that you are taking time for yourself. This holiday season is just another crazy, hectic segment of what seems like a really shitty second act of 2020. I don't know. What do you think, babe? This was 2020 light. Not even light, just 2020 part two. It just keeps going. They said that it was 2021, but nothing changed. I'm so sick of this situation we're living through. But I digress. I hope you're taking care of yourself. I've been shopping gratuitously. And so if you guys are interested in that, let me know. I've got a lot of books, a lot of decks, a lot of yard sale stuff. I've got the bundles. There's bundles coming up in the future. I mean, this is it's thick. It is pretty thick, but I mean, I don't want to break this because I'd be really pissed. But it's pretty sturdy. I think that, like, let's say if you bought if you got a book and it was shipped with like books around it, I don't think that it would break. Or if it was really well wrapped, I don't think it would break. But I have had things break when I've shipped them, and it's just a really big fucking bummer. Really big bummer. I hate that. But you guys too, take care of yourself. Let me know what you would like to see on this channel. Stay tuned for a giveaway coming up in the next couple days. Planner reviews coming up. There's about 20 of them, so they'll be coming up pretty often. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys soon. Hope you have a lovely night. I'm going to go to bed and hopefully get at least 7 hours of sleep before I have to do it again tomorrow. I love you guys. Have a good night.